Hello, I'm Andrei Fedorov from the Imaging Data Commons team, and in this video I want to give you an overview of the Imaging Data Commons portal. Imaging Data Commons, or IDC, is a data repository within the NCI Cancer Research Data Commons, or CRDC. IDC connects researchers with publicly available cancer imaging data, often linked with other types of cancer data, and collocated with cloud-based computational resources and big data analysis tools provided by the Google Cloud Platform. In this video, we give you a brief overview of the Imaging Data Commons portal. IDC Portal is an interactive web application that allows users to explore the data hosted by IDC and build cohorts or groups of cases that share a defining characteristics for subsequent analysis. As a first step, you can examine the summary of imaging collections available in IDC. Exploration page provides an interface to explore a subset of metadata attributes describing the cases available in IDC and visualize data for the specific cases. Organization of the images and image-derived data in IDC follows the DICOM information model. Each case, which corresponds to a patient in the DICOM model, will have one or more imaging studies, which in turn contain one or more imaging series. Attributes available for exploration are, on the left, and the collections, cases, studies, and series that meet the filter criteria are listed on the right. Individual series and studies can be visualized in the IDC viewer. IDC viewer supports various modes for visualizing images and can also be used to explore the annotations associated with the images. The metadata attributes are organized into three groups. Original attributes describe the characteristics that are either common to all or most of types of data in IDC. Derived attributes accompany data types that are derived from images, such as annotations or analysis results. Finally, Related tab groups the attributes related to clinical characteristics of the subject or other types of metadata that may accompany images and is important for the analysis of imaging data. Metadata attributes can be used to filter IDC content and define subsets or cohorts of cases. It is important to remember that IDC cohorts are currently defined as sets of cases, not studies or series, that satisfy the filter definition. As an example, cases that meet the criteria of a filter specified as modality equals CT may also include objects of other modalities. As an example, we can build a cohort of cases that have CT images and that are also accompanied by the segmentation of nodules. And we can further refine the cohort to include nodules that have volume in a specific range. Of course, this query can only be performed for the cases that are accompanied by volumetric segmentations and measurements stored in a standard format, but the number of collections that include such information is continuously growing. IDC viewer can then be used to examine the individual images along with the annotations available for those images. If you would like to save your cohort or export it for subsequent analysis, you will need to log in. You can always come back to the list of cohorts you saved by accessing your IDC account. You can also check out our other tutorial videos to learn more about accessing your cohorts from outside of IDC portal. If you would like to use CRDC cloud resources to analyze the data stored in IDC, you will need to establish a billing account. Free cloud credits are offered to support imaging research use cases that utilize Google Cloud for the analysis of IDC hosted data. Please fill out the form available in IDC documentation to apply and take advantage of this opportunity. To learn more about IDC, please check out our documentation and join our user forum to ask questions and find help from the developers and maintainers of IDC. The forum is monitored by IDC developers who will promptly respond to your inquiries. If you have any further questions, please visit IDC portal for the pointers to documentation and user forum. Thank you for your attention, and we look forward to supporting your cancer imaging research needs with Imaging Data Commons.
U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, National Institutes of Health, National Cancer Institute, cancer.gov, 1-800-4-CANCER.